Possession. What is possession? And how do you perceive a possession? I ain't speaking about a darker force, but I'm speaking about the individuals that are constantly targeting the light workers, the chosen ones. They're constantly getting at the chosen ones like, you are not who you say you are. You are not intelligent. You are not deep. You are studying and using somebody else's information. You are not using your own information. You are following the crowd of the so-called light workers. This is what they do. They find anything they possibly can to make your light dark, to dim your light, to put your light in some water, to blow out the steam like it's a match. They love to take the steam out of you, but it's very difficult. What is this possession? The possession of these individuals hijacked it, infiltrated, to doing exactly what they're supposed to do, to cause disruption and harm to those that stand up for the light, for what's right, that are giving the presentation to the truth of the world we are living in and the existence, because people has been taken out of existence. They've been taken out of the Creator. They thinking they're with the Creator. They think that they are worshiping their Creator. But it's an infiltration. It's a possession. The minds that you're thinking is not your thoughts. Your body movements is not yours. What it is that you do in this system is not coming from your consciousness. You have been infiltrated from youth up until adulthood to think and be a certain way. The possession of the system into people. People are doing things that they think is them, that they think is right. But you have been possessed by the darker night and are constantly after the ones that are given the truth of what's really happening. Why is it happening? And what do you need to do to clear your space, to stop this possession? Your whole entire internal structure is a complete mess. It's like you got foundations inside of foundations. It's like a junkyard, metaphorically, to the consciousness. Wounded individuals, thoroughly wounded. A lot of trauma that's been used against you. So you've been infiltrated by your shadow and you've been infiltrated in your consciousness. A complete puppet. And the masters are doing this constantly every day to try to target the real individuals that can make a change in society by utilizing their gifts of ancient knowledge. Before the system was built, before the empire was established, there was information that was in the land that kept a lot of people above water, that kept a lot of people tuned in, that kept a lot of people's fire lighted, that keep a lot of people from being exactly what they were, spiritual beings, and had access to the spiritual realms, so-called. They just had access to higher dimensions. And they can do things according to the power of the spirit, which has been dumbed down, which has been put in the position that you are a witch or a sorcerer. If you tap into the power of the spirit, if you clean the chakras, if you ignite the chakras, if you connect with the higher dimensions, you are connecting with something that is demonic. That is the key factor that keep people terrified from being themselves. The possession. If you can keep people terrified from being themselves, then who you think they'll be? They're being something that is other than themselves. They're being dominated and tormented by this possession, which is their own fear. It keeps them paralyzed. It keeps them stuck in doing things that they don't want to do. It keeps the courage from building up to free themselves from this possession by raising the frequency, by honoring the truth of the universe instead of putting it to the side, instead of putting it as something that it is not. The universe is waiting. It's always been waiting. It is the individuals that are afraid to find the truth for themselves in the universe, the connections. Because once that connection is established, there is no bounds to the intelligence. You keep getting intelligent. You keep getting modified to get intelligent and get more intelligent on top of that. Until you are doing the things that it is normal. That society of today and this built structure will call something that is magical, something that is a miracle. But these are all characteristics of the human being's highly intelligent self, if they are tapped in, instead of being connected with the possession of a society that keeps you thinking one way and keeps individuals attacking the other individuals that are being who they were before they came into the physical structure. They found their diamond. They found their true identities, and they are expressing their true identities, and people are giving them backlash for it. People are saying that you have completely separated yourself from society. That's a good fact. You have separated yourself from society, because once you tapped into that intelligence, it supersedes the intelligence of society. The intelligence of society is to be dumbed down, to be something that you are not, to be other than what you are supposed to be kept in that metaphorical jar, in that cabinet, back against the wall. That's what they want you at. That's the intelligence level that they want you at. They don't want you to be something extraordinary. And when you are being something extraordinary, you become a threat to those that are not being that extraordinary. And you become that target where they are constantly trying to bring you down, constantly try to open a jar and stuff you back in the jar and put you back up against the wall. This is the fact of the matter and what's really happening. Those that are possessed consciously, hijacked it. What you are thinking other than your true thoughts, and you are challenging people that don't need to be challenged. You're fighting the wrong fight. You're fighting against the light. That's a tough battle when you are possessed by darkness and thinking that you are possessed by the light, thinking that you are tapped into the light, thinking you are professors of the manifestation of light. When it comes to that possession of that dark night, there's only one way out, and that is in. And stop looking at that as something that is forbidden, cautious, like it's a radiation zone. You need to pursue where you can strive to be more than what you are told that you can be, that your minds can explode righteously, comfortably. It takes for uncomfortable to get to comfortable, and then it takes for more uncomfortable to ignite to levels where the human being is always strive to be. Intelligent, powerful beings that have the God power to be just like the individual that designed them, or the it that designed them, the infinite consciousness of the eternal moment, which you must return back to and feel that energy. Enjoy the rest of your day.